guys, it's Jade and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, it's gonna be really fun and great. Pretty much today's video is going to be, wait, how many tips did I have? Pretty much today's video is going to be 13 tips on how to make school suck a little bit less, okay? So we all know this, school is an interesting time in our lives, to be honest. I mean, it's fun, you have school, like you have your friends and things to do, but when you get into the heat of it, you are stressed, you are under so much pressure, and it is so stressful and just hard and So pretty much I wanted to create this video before we all go back to school this year to give you guys some tips when you go into the school year to make this school year the best and to suck less, because what can I say? If you're new to my channel, please subscribe down below, as well as give this video a big thumbs up if you think school sucks and you would like it to suck less. Also, follow me on Instagram. The handle is _LifeAsJade. It is a good time over there. I created that Instagram page a few weeks ago for you guys, and I have loved the interaction that I've been seeing with you guys over there. It's always a fun time. I'm always posting on my Instagram story polls and fun things and just me being me, if you know what I mean. Also guys, follow me on Dote. That is where I do all of my shopping, so if you ever like any of my clothing pieces, I always get them off of Dote. I have a coupon code in the description. It is not affiliate. They don't sponsor me in any way to say this, but I just really love that app. And I'm also doing a thing currently where if you follow me on Dote, I follow you back. So yeah. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the intro, and let's just get on to the video. Alright guys, so my first tip for you guys is to find a solid, great group of friends. A really important thing about school is to just not focus on popularity and not focus on status, because literally all of high school and middle school is just people competing with each other to feel like they're better than other people, and no one is better than anyone. So just find that solid group of friends that you can hang out with and have fun with, and like honestly, that is going to make school so much easier. Number 2, stay out of drama. It is so pointless, it is so stupid when you're 30 and alone because you ditched all your friends because of drama. You are going to feel so stupid that you ever thought that that was important. It makes school so much harder for no reason, so just try to avoid it. And like if someone is trying to include you in drama, I know it kind of sucks at the time, but just try to be the bigger person and like let them win, if you know what I mean. Like in the end, no one's winning because no one cares, but you know, just let it slide on by. Number 3, just get stuff done. Like, I know a lot of times I spend so much time dreading my impending projects and dreading the stuff that I have to do that like I end up pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. But in the end, you have to do it, and in the end, it's gotta get done, and when it gets done, you're gonna feel so much better. So you might as well just sit down right when you get home from school and just get your homework done. Because after you get it done, you can do whatever you want. And like, I know it kinda sucks, but that's life. So moving on. Number 4, make boring and tedious tasks kind of into a game, if you know what I mean. A lot of times in school we are given just things that are so dumb and so pointless, and you're like, why am I wasting my life doing this? But pretty much if you think of them as pointless and you think of them as stupid and you just make it into a game and kind of laugh at yourself for having to do that boring task, it'll be easier. I know a lot of times, like, I work at a retail store, and when we get customers that are giving you a hard time, or like if the managers are giving you a hard time, just kind of like laugh it off and be like, you know what, like they look stupid treating me like crap, so like that's a bad example. Anyways, moving on. Number 5, get involved in school. I know that a lot of people will probably say this in these types of videos, and you're kind of like, yeah, I know, the guidance counselors told me this in 8th grade. But really guys, getting involved is the #1 way to make friends and honestly just have things to do. I feel like I get the most stressed and anxious and tired and mad at school and life when I don't have things filling my time, and the only thing that I have to do with my time is to sit around at home alone and be stressed. So the more things that you're involved in, even though it kind of seems like a waste and it feels like it would make you more stressed, in the end, like, it can't hurt you. Number 6, laugh at the people that make drama and take high school a little bit too seriously. Now, I don't mean literally laugh at them because that is rude, but just like in your head, you know, there are gonna be those people that are just mean to be mean and take a high school a little bit too seriously, but like drama, having a boyfriend or girlfriend, like all that stuff in the end is just so pointless and no one really cares. It's just high school and it's supposed to be a really fun time of your life. So just, you know what, sit back and enjoy high school and don't worry about those type of status quo sort of deals. Number 7, find a productive way to relieve your stress. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, just get out your like mandala coloring book and like vibe or like meditate. Like, no, okay, like that doesn't like work for most people. Most people can't just sit like cross-legged in a corner and go and like feel better about themselves, but just find your productive way to relieve stress. I know something that I like to do is I play sports and I like to be active, and that is a scientifically proven way actually to relieve stress. But anything honestly that you like to do is a productive way to relieve stress. Like dwelling on stress is going to make it so much worse. So just find things to fill that type of time so that you're not doing that. Like for instance, like I just said, I like the sports and active stuff, but another example that I just thought of is making these YouTube videos. Like I started making these videos when I first was going into high school. I'm now about to be a junior, and this was really kind of like my outlet, my creative outlet to just, I don't know, de-stress, if you know what I mean. Number 8, oftentimes one of people's biggest complaints about going back to school is getting up early. I myself have struggled with that in years past, but honestly, my biggest tip for you guys is to find the beauty in waking up early. Ever since I started looking at waking up early in a kind of a different light and like a more positive light, I've honestly become so much of a morning person. Like it's one of my favorite things to do to wake up early in the morning. I feel so productive and so refreshed. So pretty much my biggest tip for you guys is to see waking up in the morning in a more positive light and just kind of see the positive aspects. And honestly, that can be my biggest tip for you guys in general for going back to school, is just see things that most of the time have negative connotations attached to them and just see them in a more positive light. Optimism! Number 9, find some sort of creative outlet. Even if you don't think you are really much of a like creative artsy person, humans by nature are creative thinkers, so I am sure that you can find something that you are equally passionate about. It doesn't have to be drawing or painting or music or something like that. If that's not really what you're into, if that's not your jam, like that's okay. Like for me, I do love the art stuff. I actually do a lot of that stuff, but another huge creative outlet for me, actually my main creative outlet, is going to be my photography and making these videos. This is my way of being creative and showing a side of myself that I don't feel like I always get to show at school. So you know what? This school year I urge you to start something new, try something out that can be your new creative outlet, whether that's making YouTube videos or painting or making songs, or maybe you like cooking. That's a creative outlet. Cooking, baking, that's a thing. Number 10, stay organized and efficient. I know that everyone, it's kind of like New Year's resolutions, but it's like back to school resolutions. They're like, I'm gonna be so organized this year, and like all my binders and everything's gonna be color coded. I'm gonna do all my homework 3 weeks before it's due, and like But honestly, no one does that, and it kind of just dies within like the first 2 weeks of school. But I urge you guys to really at least get school off on the right foot and start super organized. And honestly, like when I'm organized and things look nice and all aesthetically pleasing, like I am so much more inspired to do my work. So that is a huge thing that helps me feel more inspired going back to school, is if I'm organized and I feel great and I feel clean and fresh. El fresco. I don't even know what that means, but like, I'm gonna move on to the next tip. Number 11, reward yourself when you succeed. I know it's kind of hard sometimes because we get wrapped up in like, I have to do this and this and this and this and this. But you know what? Reward yourself after each little victory. Even if you have 10 more miles left to go in the race, reward yourself after that first mile. Like if you have 5 homework assignments or like 5 huge projects and you're like, wow, I really sucked and I procrastinated all of these, which is gonna happen eventually. After you get that first one done, or maybe even start that first project, like give yourself a little reward, you know? Motivation. Number 12, don't overwork yourself and know your limits. I know that I have struggled with this a little bit because I'm definitely a yes man type of person. Pretty much that means that like whenever people ask me to do something or there's something to do, I'm always like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. And then I end up getting overwhelmed, and I kind of see myself as this like invincible person, and like nothing can be too stressful for me. So I used to always take the hardest classes and join every single club and sports team and like everything I was involved in. And I'm kind of still that way, but I've kind of learned to know my limits in the sense that like I'm not gonna stress myself out intensely. So I'm still taking pretty much the hardest classes that my school offers for juniors, but I did cut back on a couple classes because I knew that like I need to know my limits and I need to know what's going to keep me sane. That was a really bad explanation of this tip, but just know your limits, don't overwork yourself, you have nothing to prove, you're perfect as it is. Number 13 is one that I've kind of already hit on, but go into this school year with a positive Number 13 is one that I've already kind of hit on, but go into this school year with a positive outlook. Honestly, I know that there is a lot of negative things. Again, obviously this video is called How to Make School Suck Less. But I know school is really a stressful time for a lot of people, but if you go in there seeing the positive aspects of it, it's gonna be a great year. Don't worry about it, it's gonna be awesome. Don't stress, don't fear, it's just school, it's not that serious. You got it. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, as well as comment down below any other back to school videos that you guys want to see on my channel. If you guys are new here, please subscribe down below, as well as click that little notification bell to be notified every time your girl posts a new video. It is always a good time. Wow, what a time to be alive. Also, follow me on my Instagram page. It is _LifeAsJade. I created that page solely to interact with you guys. I used to have a different Instagram, but that one is just kind of like my private Instagram for me and like my school friends and such like that. So I wanted to keep that one private for me. But this one I created just for you guys, so it is super fun and I'm always on there talking to you guys. So you know, just go follow. Links in the description. Yeet. Also guys, follow me on Dote. I know I kind of explain what it is in every single video, so I'm not going to explain it again, but there are links in the description as well as a $5 off coupon. So that's always a good time. So that is going to be it for today's video, and I will see you guys next week with another video. I love you guys so much, and I don't know where I would be without you guys, and I don't want to get sappy because it's just not the time for that. But I just want to say thank you again, because you guys are great, and I hope that this school year is amazing for you guys. How to make school suck less. Yeet! Alright guys, that's gonna be it. Bye guys.